now streaming live. Full Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing out of turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up a turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
And your source for esports racing is live. Good evening, everybody, or late afternoon, or the heck it may be out there live on the Full Velocity Racing Network, live tonight here at Knoxville Raceway, Knoxville, Iowa. It's Sunday night. It is time for the Dirt Warrior Racing UMP Modified Series presented by Eichstadt Wraps, and great to have you all aboard tonight via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV with Phil LaCasse, Jack Sherwin, the Phil and Jack Attack, here live for a Sunday night. But before we get racing with these UMP Modifieds, let's throw this thing trackside. Let's pay honor to this great nation, the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, the playing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose rough stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red bells bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the All right, back here live, your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network, live tonight in the Knoxville Raceway. And it is time for racing action. Qualifying heats on tap for the UMP Modified Series, presented to you by Eichstadt Wraps. Let's take you through our starting lineup for heat race number 1, which is going to be 10 laps in distance with 7 cars on the pole. With tonight's Hard Motorsports quick time of 19.571 is car number 631. That is Alex Cummings, and alongside it's Climber time. David Climber aboard car number 98 on the outside of row number 1. In the second row, we find car number 16 of David Blackberg with the number 73 of Stephen Moore on the outside of row 2. Row 3, the 07 Damn It Boy Racing car. That is Justin Pruitt with Justin Gledhill alongside in car number 51 and Gary Martin rolling shotgun on the field aboard car number 39. So the call is for 7. We've got them all off turn number 4. What do you say we go racing? Our iRacing I flag, green flag going up in the air for the first time tonight for the first trip through the east end of the speedway at this mecca of dirt racing world, the Knoxville Raceway. Alex Cummings exits to turn off turn number 2 down the long back straightaway into turn number 3. Looks like he'll unimpededly lead lap number 1 off of the corner. David Climber's number 98. He nestled into spot number 2. They were racing there briefly for the 3rd spot. They'll try to go at it once again over in turns number 1 and 2 as it's the number 16 of David Blackberg inching ahead of the 73 of Stephen Moore. Pretty good. Those 2 nice paints on both of those drivers through turns number 3 and 4. Blackberg holding on for 2, but they are single file throughout the field off the 4th turn. Alex Cummings going to lead them down to turn number 1. 2 laps complete, but here comes that number 98. David Climber, he has that thing roll until the inside, looking to make it happen down low, and we'll see if he can't even find a bigger gear down to the low side as Alex washes up the hill. David going to try to take a peek down to the low side. I thought he might make a drive into turn 1. He really let that thing roll to the edges of the corner. Gets a really good run off, and this time into turn number 3, he may have running position down low underneath that 631 as they almost go door to door for the race lead off turn number 4. Call it Alex Cummings with the race lead as we complete 4 laps of 10. Down in turn number 1, David Blackberg still holding on for 3rd. Stephen Moore, Justin Pruitt rounding out our 5 cars in the top 5. That plain black and white number 07 tailing off in the 5th spot. Gledhill back there running in position number 6, a very distant far back with Gary Martin back there as well in the 39. As we go halfway home, cross flags down, 5 in, 5 to go. Alex Cummings going to lead the field off of turn number 2, but David Climber, who I thought was going to make a run for the win over there off of turn number 2, coming to halfway. Well, he's falling back about 3 car lengths now. Alex Cummings starting to kind of distance himself from himself at that number 98, looking back to that race going on for 3rd. David Blackberg holding on by about a car length and a half over Stephen Moore. And Justin Pruitt right there on the tire tracks, the 07 car in the top 5, all single file here at this legendary flat half-mile Knoxville, Iowa. An exciting time of the year with the Nationals rolling into town. 360 and 410 sprint varieties all week long. Going to be awesome to follow the workings of Knoxville Raceway, but let's look at this field off into turn number 3 and 4. The starter going to put that 2 sticks down. 2 to go this time by for the driver of the 631, Alex Cummings, leading David Climber now off into turn number 1 and 2. Blackberg holding on comfortably for 3rd. Stephen Moore unimpeded there in 4th. Justin Pruitt rounding out our 5 cars in the top 5. So distantly further back you find the likes of Justin Gledhill, Gary Martin. They're off the field, but white flag going in the air this time. One more trip around for that number 631 machine of Alex Cummings, trying to make quick work here, setting tonight's quick time in qualifying, and see if he can't pace him here. All 10 laps through heat race number 1 into 3 and 4. For the final time with about 5 car lengths to spare, checkered flag goes in the air. Alex Cummings taking down the one in heat race number 1 over David Climber. 3rd will go to David Blackberg. Stephen Moore will grab 4th. Justin Pruitt, Justin Gledhill, Gary Martin will be our 7 car field for heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 is going to be coming at you here in just a minute or so, but I'm going to tell you about all the great sponsors that make the Full Velocity Racing Network go round. We're going to thank the gang over at Hanover Record Service. Thank iRacing, iFlag, Voiles Trucking, BladeNode.com, South Texas Speedway, Montstar Productions, DWR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Evil One Graphics, and Full Throttle with the Gent over on YouTube. Our buddy Brendan Spadaforo over there. We're getting that show all retooled, and I know he's in a couple of special guests ready to unveil when that thing first comes back out to you guys. So looking forward to that. Also looking forward to what heat race number 2 is going to look like. So let's take you trackside for tonight's Eichstadt. Yeah, Voyles Trucking starting the lineup on the pole aboard car number 61. Bulletproof Motorsports brings us Josh Peacock, and alongside in car number 18, that is Kyle Surratt. In row number 2, aboard the number 25, that is Henry Jones with the BladeNode.com. Eichstadt wraps car number 12 alongside, that is Eric Eichstadt. In row number 3, the number 88 rolls off next of Kevin Prettyman. And rounding out the field tonight, shotgun aboard car number 073. That is going to be Steve Robbins. So the call for 6, we have all 6. 13 UMP Modifieds in the pit area here tonight in Knoxville for the Eichstadt Wraps UMP Modified Series presented by DWR. And we get ready to lock and load here for what is going to be a lot of fun. 10 laps around here for heat race number 2. And we will jump directly, it looks like, into what is going to be an awesome, lightning fast, I believe, 40-lap main event tonight here for the UMP Modified. It's going to be a lot of fun. Glad you guys have chosen to tune in here early on a Sunday evening here on the Full Velocity Racing Network off of turn number 4. iRacing I flag, green flag goes up in the air. Let's go at it off into turn number 1 and 2 with a very solid front row with Josh Peacock and Kyle Surratt going to lead them off of turn number 2, and looks like it is going to belong to Peacock. Out. It looks like that's my eyes deceive me there. It looks like a 73 is supposed to get that. That is a 73 on the side of what I believe was a 61. So Josh Peacock may be doing a little bit of eye dance on us tonight. He is in a 73 car, and it's got Kyle Surratt, the 18, down to the low side. So I don't know what the story is with Josh. Different car, maybe in here a little bit late. 61 car not ready. Whatever the story is. I don't know if I know Josh any better. We may talk to him in the post-race show and see what the heck is that story there. But him and Kyle Surratt are going to go at it toe-to-toe for the race lead off of turn number 2. A drag race down the straightaway. And look at that white car behind. You want to talk about a nice-looking new sick wrap coming out of the paint shop. How about that BladeNode.com number 12 of Eric Eichstadt, who rolling those BladeNode colors really proudly. Car looks absolutely sick, awesome. Great to see the Eichstadt Wraps shop putting out that big one there. Got to thank BladeNode.com for stepping up there. Partners of ours. Also partners now on the 12 car of Eric Eichstadt. Is look at that car 18 getting really loose to 3 and 4. Kyle Surratt going to let Josh Peacock go back around, reclaim the race lead. Here comes Eric Eichstadt to the outside of Surratt as they fire down the back straightaway into turn number 3, as we got some different cars out tonight, different numbers, getting me all sorts of confused. I do know a 25 of Henry Jones currently sits in the 4th spot. 5th is Steve Robbins. Kevin Prettyman running out the 6-car field. Is it a good 3-car race for the race league now off of turn number 2? That's 73. Yes, folks, that does say 73 on the screen on the race car. It says 61 on the race server. It is Josh Peacock up front. Little bit strange combination, but it still got all the speed of that race car as he leads him into complete lap number 6. Great race going on here for second. Kyle Surratt to the low side now. Looks like he'll take the position from Eric Eichstadt. Drop Eric's number 12 car back to 3rd. Over into turns number 3 and 4. We'll see if the 18's got more magic down low. Peacock going to lead the field here to complete lap number 7. 3 more trips around the half mile. The legendary Knoxville Raceway tonight here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Really great to see guys like Caleb Ramsey out there, Caleb Riff out there as well. Seen a couple more out there. I'll see if I can scroll back here. Acknowledge everybody that's chimed in, said hello. Glad you have all choosing to join in tonight with us. Hope you're having a good weekend. Had a good weekend here. It's Sunday, whatever the heck Phil's talking about. We'll look back on the racetrack. How about that? As I don't even know what the heck's going on, as I was late to this one tonight myself, trying to get myself all gathered up into turn number 3 and 4. The starter going to put the white flag out on the field. One more trip around for the driver of car number 73. Big question mark there. Josh Peacock with the race lead side by side for 2. Off of turn number 2, Eichstadt to the bottom of Surratt. Surratt Motors back around the outside lane. They will race it off into turns number 3 and 4, where checkered flag goes in the air. Josh Peacock going to pick up the winning heat race number 2. Kyle Surratt for 2nd. Eichstadt will pick up 3rd. Henry Jones will grab 4th. Steve Robbins and Kevin Prettyman going to run our 6-car field. So qualifying for all the most intents and purposes should be complete here from the Knoxville Raceway. Let's see where it goes to. There. Jack, if you're right, Jack's rooting on for a little more racing. Oh my goodness, Jack's right. We are going off with 13 drivers tonight here in the field. We are going off into the B main. B main. Not exactly sure why we get the B main, but we'll see if we can't get iRacing to fix us eventually, because 13 cars, you think they're all going to race? They're all going to race, because we got scheduled for 5. 5 will transfer. I guess we'll take it through our Voiles Trucking starting lineup as we go 15 laps around in what the heck, the B main. On the pole is going to be car number 07 of Justin Pruitt with the number 73, 073 of Steve Robbins alongside. In row number 2 aboard car number 51, that is Justin Gledhill with the 88 of Kevin Prettyman alongside, and going shotgun on the field, the number 39 is Gary Martin. So we've got the B main out there. We're going to go 15 laps around. 5 drivers are all going to transfer. Not exactly why. I'm sure the iRacing kind of elects to do this with the B mains. Maybe I'm sure the DWR guys maybe do something with it. But it is definitely, you know, weird. I'm not a fan of these B mains. I'll be very honest and say if they're all going to transfer, why have them? They're kind of like those dang Ute tires that we always complain about as well. Caleb will see Caleb Rife. Hope I get that right. Caleb, great to see you out there. See Caleb Ramsey's over there as well. Click up here through the back. The start of the chat, I believe I saw Shane Coffey was first into the chat tonight. I saw Shane up there a little bit ago. All right, more I scroll, the more I screw myself up. I see Michael Whitlock's out there rooting on for Pruitt. Good to see Mike out there. Wish he was out here racing with us. But let's go racing off of turn number 4. iRacing I flag, green flag returns out to the racetrack now for 15 laps around. B main racing action here in your source for esports racing. So let's take the trip around with these gentlemen now off into turn number 3 and 4. Can we call them gentlemen over here at DWR? Is that what they all are? Well, they're the best of the best. DWR, the pinnacle of iRacing dirt leagues, but some of these guys they get loosely called gentlemen. Dirt dogs, if I call them anything else. But Justin Pruitt going to lead the field off of turn number 2. We already got 1 lap in the book. You look back in here for a second at who is that over there in that second spot? That's Justin Gledhill's number 51 in for second. Kevin Prettyman, I see a new blue paint scheme in the number 88. Kevin out there with a nice wrap running in the 3rd spot. 4th, we currently see the number, is that 25? 73 is Steve Robbins over there running in 4th, and a 39 of Gary Martin running out the 5 cars out there for the B main, getting a kind of acclimated to some of these new looks for these guys. Drivers we don't normally talk too terribly much about, and that's quite a shame. So give them their moment in the sun here live tonight as we're now working lap number 15. Justin Pruitt going to lead them off into turn number 3 and 4. I see our buddy Rocky Batfield out there, and Rocky, I agree. Stupid B main. What is up? What is up with these B mains? I don't get it. And I'll never know why we got them. If we're not going to send nobody home, we're going to let them all race. Well, why the nonsense of this burning up more fuel, costing the drivers more money, more time? Tax guys like me and our voices out here as we're out here 6 nights a week with you guys. So, hey, what the heck? We'll just keep going. And if we fall off the wagon, we'll fall off the wagon. And as this time by 6 laps going to be complete, Justin Pruitt is somewhere off the exit of turn number 2, just driving away from the field. Little race going on back here for the 3rd spot, I believe that is, between Justin Gledhill and that is the 73 of Steve Robbins. They're going at it for the 3rd spot, as Prettyman has worked his way now up to 2 around Gledhill. So Gledhill trying to hold on now for the 3rd spot. Steve Robbins down to the low side, having a pretty good run there in the 07-3 is its best race on the racetrack. 3 cars over there in turn number 3 and 4. The 39 of Gary Martin is also checked into that mix. Let's see if we can find, if I can find, I know Jack can find him. Where is Justin Pruitt? Out there by 1.6 seconds last time by. Pruitt is already exiting off in the 2nd quarter, down the back straightaway, already off into turn number 3 and 4. So he is putting down some pretty quick laps in the 07. Just looking to pick up a quick checkered flag here in the B main. As we're past halfway now, 8 complete, 7 laps to go here. 15 lap B main. He's got 15 car lengths on that number 88 of Kevin Prettyman, who sits all by his lonesome in 3rd. Then you got to look back almost 4 seconds where you find Steve Robbins in the 73, Gary Martin Now Justin Gledhill's 51 car has slid back to the 5th and final position off of turn number 4 here, completing another lap. Justin Pruitt's interval now 1.5 over Kevin Prettyman. So Kevin maybe a little bit quicker. Last time by a 20.178, 20.221 for the race leader. So 88, a little bit quicker last time by here. So can Kevin run down that interval? Let's see what it is this time by. Is Kevin click off a better lap? A little bit slower for him. 20.200, 2020 there for the 88. Justin Pruitt, 20.266. So 88 still the faster of those 5 cars out there as he's running down to 1.4 seconds off into 3 and 4. We'll try it again with the intervals this time by. We'll see what the lap for the 88 car is. A little bit slower here, 20.254. 20.254. I think Pruitt was a touch faster. 20.230 for Justin Pruitt. So that interval now 1.521 seconds. They worked their way off of turn number 4, completing lap number 12. So 3 more trips around for the Damn Boy number 07. Maybe just be coasting off from here, trying something. Hopefully still awake out there in the 07. If I was out there in a 5-car field and just making laps, so when I transferred, I'd probably be asleep too. So, but I'll look over here to the chat box and I see our good buddy Jeremy Capron checking in. Jeremy, great to see you out there, man. It was awesome to see you aboard last night. You know, running around in the Can-Man 100 we had last night, the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jeremy Capron finished up 3rd in that event, so great to see Jeremy out there back with us tonight as we're off into turns number 3 and 4 here with the UMP Modifieds. White flag going to go up in the air for driver of car number 07. Justin Pruitt going to lead the field off into turn number 1 and 2. Kevin Prettyman back there in the 2nd spot where he is run away by about 3 full seconds over Steve Robbins. You got Justin Gledhill, Gary Martin rounding out the field, but off of turn number 4 where the checkered flag is going to fall. Justin Pruitt going to win the B main here tonight in the Damn It Boy number 07. Prettyman going to be in for 2nd. Robbins will finish up 3rd. Gledhill will grab 4th. Gary Martin rounding out our 5-car field for the B main. So we'll let these guys get them re-stacked up, repack them, get them gridded down here on the front stretch. We will be right back with your Voiles Trucking starting lineup. 40-lap feature event, UMP Modifieds, coming up next. All right, back here live in your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. I was really enjoying this bottle of sweet tea I got in front of me, but we're going to go back to work a 40-lap main event. Let's take you through our Voiles Trucking starting lineup for the A main. On the pole tonight, aboard car number 631 is Alex Cummings with the number 6173, whatever the heck it is. It's Josh Peacock on the outside of the front row. Row number 2, we find David Klemmer's number 98, Kyle Surratt number 18, David Blackberg, Eric Eichstadt make up row number 3. Stephen Moore and Henry Jones in the 4th row with Justin Pruitt, Kevin Prettyman making up row number 5, Steve Robbins, Gary Martin, Justin Gledhill. 13-car field. We go iRacing, high flag, green flag up in the air. We are thunderbolting off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch for the first time and into turn number 3 with a couple of cars getting together off the exit of 2. It looks like so far we're going to stay green to complete lap number 1. Alex Cummings going to have the lead over Josh Peacock, and now David Clymer going to look to the inside of that number, call it 73 of Josh Peacock. But if we're going to get Josh on the post-race show, I want to ask him what the heck is going on with that race car tonight. Where is it, 61? Did he grab one of Stephen Moore's backup cars? What is going on there? Aboard car number, call it 73. I'm looking down the screen to the third spot, and I usually call the number 98 of David Clymer in third, and I'm trying to peek at it. Jack, is that an 87 or a 98 on the side of that car? I'm having an issue with it. It's a 420 riding in a third spot. How about that as I zoom in a little bit further? 420. I knew it looked like a 98. 420 of David Clymer riding in the third spot. So see, you give a guy like me, you put the custom numbers in these cars, you get me all kinds of screwed up. And man, that was pretty weird right there. And we go back to number 3, working lap now, number 5 of 40, and it is all car number 631 of Alex Cummings leading. We get this good race going on for a second between Peacock and Clymer off into turn number 1 and 2. Kyle Surratt, the 18 car, riding off in that 4th spot. As I see Shane Coffey over here saying, did anybody hear the ambulance behind me while I was announcing it? The ambulance went by. I certainly didn't hear it. But that's, I guess, the beauty of having these big, heavy headphones. It makes me tune out the whole world and only lets me know what's going on here on the racetrack. So if there was an ambulance speeding off behind me, which that is right down the road, that is certainly possible. So I guess Jack's saying it did as well. So I didn't hear it, but hey, news to me. Wake me up. I live near it. I probably would tune that out at this point. Off the 4th turn, Alex Cummings opening up a pretty sizable advantage over this good race going on back for second on back, where Peacock is holding on for the time being. Kyle Surratt underneath David Clymer's number 420 as they go at it off the 2nd turn. One car was really slow up against the outside wall. It was a 25 of Henry Jones, who they just went flashing by like a blink with some issues with that car. Now yellow flag going to come on the speedway. Yellow for the first time. Brought to you by Hanover Wrecker Service. Finds us here on lap number 9, and I'm not a betting man as to what happened there, but I'm going to take a guess that something with the 25 broke. Not sure if the car stalled on the racetrack. I see Steve Robbins also was falling a lap down, so there could be some development stories happening there. We'll get Jack down to work with a BladeNo.com. Full Velocity Racing Network instant replay. If he can find it, he will certainly show it off for you guys. Is glad we're having all the fun out here tonight. And see Jeremy Capron out there. He's running the Subway. Jeremy, I'll take it. If you're going to Subway, brother, send them my way. A little bit hungry. So it's not quite dinner time here on the East Coast where I'm at. Pushing 7 o'clock. We usually throw some food in between races here on a Sunday night. So Subway does sound kind of good. A little bit warm out here today. So we'll take that if you got that coming. But it looks like we have the wave around going around. I believe that Steve Robbins going to get himself back to the lead lap. And Henry Jones also giving a lap back of a 25. So these guys doing a terrific job. Eric out there tonight representing the ownership. I think Josh Peacock also serving in the hand as well. And it looks like this time around the half-mile, lights go out around the speedway. We'll get ready to put these drivers back under the green flag. We're 11 laps of 40 complete. Glad you guys have tuned in tonight live at the Full Velocity Racing Network. We're going to be out here all evening long with DWR. We got a Sunday Shootout Series coming up at about 8:20 Eastern Time, where I believe my partner in crime, Mr. Todd Stanton, may join me after it feels like a month I've been away from him. Not even sure what the heck is going on. I believe he was out there, he may have been out there partying last night. Whatever the heck he was doing, we'll talk more about that later with him. But off of turn number 4, iRacing iFlag, green flag returns to the speedway. And Alex Cummings going to lead the field now off into turns number 1 and 2. Josh Peacock going to settle in for second. Kyle Surratt for third. Side-by-side battle for the 4th spot over in turn number 3 and 4. David Clymer up the hill. Here comes David Blackburn, number 16. He's going to look to the low side. Attempting to make stuff happen there in that car. Look at Eric Eichstadt's beautiful number 12, the white BladeNo.com machine. He's down to the inside now of David Clymer, racing up for position inside the top 5 over in 3 and 4. Eric gets really loose. So does Clymer. They slide it around behind him. Stephen Moore back there as well in one of the multiple 73 cars out there on the speedway tonight. Throwing this guy for a complete loop. That is Stephen Moore, 73, back there behind that number 12 of Eichstadt. Off into turns number 3 and 4, where they sit mainly single file through the whole top dozen of the field right now off the turn. It is all Alex Cummings out front of that 631 with a really good piece here tonight in Knoxville, but it's 2 car lengths the advantage between himself and that 73 car of Josh Peacock, who has run him down 2 car lengths over in turn number 3 and 4. Do not count out that number 16 car of David Blackburg, who's running in position number 4. He has run down the back of the 18 of Kyle Surratt. We know Kyle's got an awful lot of speed in that race car as well. So we watch those guys rage off into turn number 3 and 4. And waiting to see if somebody can make a move to the low side and maybe make something happen. Looks like gripping the racetrack at this part of the night. 16 laps now complete of 40. Looks like the low side grip may have gone away for the time being. See if any of these guys can possibly throw something back together. I believe this is a fixed setup series over at DWR. So they're all running on the same setup. It's all about the drivers right now, what they can do to maneuver these race cars, the adjustability they have, very limited with a fixed setup variety. So that may be why they're kind of all up high, riding around in line as we exit turn number 2. And Alex Cummings still continuing to lead. Josh Peacock still at bay, about 2 car lengths back. And look at the Kyle Surratt, number 18. He's going to take a peek down to the low side through 3 and 4. See if he can't find room to the low side underneath that 73 of Josh Peacock. And that's also going to open the door now for that number 16 of David Blackburg, who's got a really good solid piece, it looks like, there in his machine. They ride nose to tail for the first 4, first 6 through 8. They are all single file. All of this half-mile Knoxville Raceway now completing lap number 819. So we're going to be halfway home here. 40-lap main event off the next corner, turn number 4. Cummings continues to lead, but Josh Peacock now, he is running down to about a car length and a half over in the 3rd turn. Kyle Surratt takes one more shot to the low side, and he was looking to make something happen that time through turns over 3 and 4. I thought he may have the run through the corner. He'll try to get over 1 and 2, drives it deep into the inside. Almost washes up into the side of that 73 of Josh Peacock as they're in down in 3 and 4. As Kyle gets a little let up, and now David Blackburg on the side of him. Both drivers get really squirrely, and they save it. Terrific hands driving. I'm not sure the insurance guy is, but they might want to call him up because that was some good hands right there between Kyle Surratt and David Blackburg. Really stacked up the field. Really lost that 16, some precious momentum. Eric Eichstadt's number 12 down, running up there in the top 5, trying to run down the back of that 16 car off of turn number 4. But that hiccup right there, that's going to allow guys like Alex Cummings and Josh Peacock to drive away a little bit further as they put about 3/10 over the 18 of Surratt now off into turn number 3 and 4. But look at Surratt firing back on all cylinders, making now a 3-way race for the lead, because look at the run to the outside that Josh Peacock has gotten. His number 73 put him down to the race lead with a power move to the outside around Alex Cummings. So now Josh Peacock has established himself as a power player. He goes up to the race lead. Look at Surratt fire down to the low side. Him and Cummings going to throw sliders here as Alex pulls that 631 dead to the left, back down underneath the 18. So we'll put the chicken, the steak, the hot dogs, the ribs, whatever you got out there. We're throwing some sliders out here tonight to Knoxville Raceway. Kyle Surratt versus Alex Cummings racing in position number 2. But Josh Peacock, your new leader, going to complete 25 of 40 this time on your source for esports racing. And now looking to maybe extend that lead off of turn number 2 is Kyle Surratt. Has found some big speed in that number 18 car all over the backside of Peacock into turn number 3 and 4. A car length separating the 2. Alex Cummings not going away in the 631 as well, as he sits in that 3rd spot. Yeah, this one's been a lot of fun to watch. These guys are really getting after it. David Blackburg is running in position 4, but he's got pressure from behind from the number 12 of Eric Eichstadt. Electric Eric trying to make it happen. David Clymer has fallen in the 420 back to the 6th spot. Stephen Moore in 7th. Justin Pruitt running 8th. Justin Gledhill, Gary Martin running at our top 10 here at the Knoxville Raceway, and just trying to keep bay of what's going on all over the racetrack and hoping not to miss some good racing action going on if they're racing off for position. And so far, it looks like that is all quiet for the most part as they work off turn number 4. 28 laps going up on the scoreboard, still right where we left that number 73 out front. I'm going to guess that's still a Bulletproof Motorsports car. Why it's got the 73 wrap on it, I will never know. And I think our partner Todd may have us walked into the Eldora Raceway, so maybe he can walk down there and maybe figure what the heck out with how Josh Peacock or Eldora Knoxville. That's why Todd's not here. Todd's in Eldora. Jack, we sent him in Eldora. That's why he's not here. Somebody page Todd. Todd, you need to come to Iowa, not Ohio. My bad. I guess that's why I don't have a partner here tonight. He's at the wrong track. That would happen if you fail, I guess. Work off number 4 once again. 30 laps going incomplete, so 30 in, 10 laps remaining, 73 of Peacock continues to lead. Maybe that's what Josh is 61 to. Maybe it went to Eldora. Surratt with the second position. Alex Cummings running in third. David Blackberg. David climbing up to the 5th spot as we slow it down. Yellow flag on the speedway. Yellow, yellow, yellow for the second time here tonight at the Knoxville Raceway on lap number 30. Hanover Record Service caution flag number 2, slowing it back down. Put it back down to the hands of Jack Truan, who's down at the control booth. He'll give us a BladeNo.com full velocity instant replay. And the guess I got is, I believe, something going afoul with number 51 of Justin Gledhill in this one, as I saw his car kind of dropping down through the standings. I could be wrong. I could be right. Jack's going to tell me as soon as he finds out what the heck happened out there. Looks like, yep, selfie. Selfie right there. Justin Gledhill's taking a selfie. Put us under yellow here at the Knoxville Raceway. If you guys have not done so yet, you got to go check out our buddy Josh Brown over at iRacingIFlag.com. If you've not picked up those iFlag, so that you witness all the great stuff he has over there, great product. Well, you have to go to iRacingIFlag.com right now. Get the upper hand over the competition. Or Jeff Brown. Phil can't talk here tonight. You know what? I'm going to pause here to the restart. I'm going to take a drink. I'm all flustered. I sent my partner Eldora. We're in Knoxville. We'll be right back here on your source for esports racing. All right, back here live at the Knoxville Raceway with Richard Cranium and Jack Truan ready to take this thing to the checker flag as we're going to put 34 laps to conclusion this time. Off turn number 4, iRacing iFlag, green flag returns to the speedway. And now you've got that terrific front row. Josh Peacock now leading Kyle Surratt. They get out of for the race lead. Alex Cummings at 6:31. He restarted third. He's going to try to capitalize on a late race restart here. He gets checked up. Blackbird's checked up. They're wrecking over to 3 and 4. Somebody over there doing a twirly-word barrel roll, and we're going to slow it back down. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Third time tonight, Hanover Record Service yellow flag on the speedway. We may need the record this time because there was a wild ride being had over in turns over 3 and 4. I think it was Eric Eichstadt get turned around over there. David Blackburn got a piece. One car went absolutely airborne tumbling that I believe may have been the number 73 of Stephen Moore, who went for a wild ride as they checked up in the 3rd and 4th turn. Yellow flag on the racetrack again, brought to you by Hanover Record Service. You have not done so. You need to go over to Facebook now, look up Hanover Record Service, and check them out. It looks like we've got some stuff going on. Oh, there a poll on the screen right now? What the heck is going on out there? I think I see a poll over Facebook Live that I've seen go up. Let me minimize my window over here. I think somebody may have hijacked something, and probably not in the good way. I'm trying. Let me see. My window's over here, all messed up. So somebody is completely hijacked the stream over here. And I think his name is Todd. So I think Todd Stanton letting his presence be known that I think he's finally landed from Eldora, where we unfortunately sent them, here in Knoxville. Todd, not the most bright guy in the world. And games out there, who's gonna, win this race out there, I believe. And Let me guess. Todd wants me to try this one out. When we get ready to go back racing this time, front row, gonna be Josh Peacock, Miles Surratt, Alex Cummings, David Blackburn. Ladies and gentlemen out there watching, who's it gonna be? Who's gonna be the big winner tonight here live at the Knoxville Raceway? Sorry, Todd, I just can't get that E like you can. I'm trying, we're working on it. Hopefully not pull take the rest of the week off, but we go back to racing here with a green-white checker to settle it tonight. The UMP modifieds into turns number 3 and 4. Peacock leads. Look at the run here for Alex Cummings, the number 631, as they're wrecking in turns number 1 and 2. Yellow, yellow, yellow out to the racetrack. Gonna slow it back down and gonna set the stage for a green-white checker attempt in overtime. So, what do we say? We need some overtime out here tonight to settle this one. Looks like the number 16 of David Blackburn and the 07 of Justin Pruitt got together. Around they went. Yellow flag on the speedway for the 4th time on equal lap number 40. We're going to settle this one with a green-white checker finish to settle it here tonight live on your source for esports racing. I'm going to catch my breath. We're going to need all the breath we can get because this restart is going to be epic. Green-white checker coming up next to settle it. All right, getting ready to go for green-white checker attempt number 1. We will try it 3 times here for the Knoxville Raceway. The field over in turns number 3 and 4. iRacing.com. Chevrolet Silverado about to make its way into the infield. Off number 4, turning the field back over. Alex Cummings and Josh Peacock. Will it be run for the front row? Will it come from outside the front row? Green-white checker attempt number 1 is out on the racetrack. And it's going to be Alex Cummings leading them down to turn number 1 and 2. Peacock going to fire off on the outside. Kyle Smith to the 18. He is going to come down low and right away after turn number 2. They are going to wreck him up again. Slow it back down. Yellow, yellow, yellow on the racetrack. We're going to extend it to a yellow flag and a green-white checker for their second attempt here this evening. Slow it down. Hanover Record Service caution flag number 5 of the night. Let Jack get back to work with a BladeNo.com full velocity instant replay, and I think David Blackburn may have got involved here. Tough to tell if that was Henry Jones with a blue car over there in the corner as well, so slow it back down. We'll let Jack show off the replay. We'll try to solve the issues I got going on over here. We'll be right back here with the call to finish on your source for esports racing. Alright, looks like my internet connection is stable for the time being, but it's starting to go south, so I guess I'm going to have to restart all the stuff here between races here tonight, but hopefully we'll stay with us here at the end of this one, and hopefully Todd will come bail me out here for our second event coming up here a little bit later on. The field over in turn number 3 and 4. Safety truck back into the infield. Green-white checker attempt number 2 is up in the air with our iRacing I flag. Green flag back in the air. Alex Cummings going to lead the field off at a turn number 1 and 2. Now it is Josh Peacock to the inside of Kyle Surratt trying to take it off of that second spot over in turn number 3 and 4. And it is a pretty good race over there as I see David Clymer time with a 4:20. He making it happen off turn number 4 as we got white flag in the air. One more trip around the half mile. 6:31 of Alex Cummings started on the pole. Dropped outside the top 2, but looks like he may be a half lap away from putting his name in the record books as a winner here in Knoxville. They are in 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag going to go in the air. The number 6:31 of Alex Cummings taking down the win. Josh Peacock going to get second. Kyle Surratt going to grab third. Eric Eichstadt rallies to get fourth. Justin Pruitt will finish with a top 5. Sixth will go to Justin Gledhill. David Clymer will get 7th. Henry Jones 8th. Steve Robbins 9th. Kevin Prettyman finishes up 10th. 11th will be Gary Martin. David Blackburn for 12th. Stephen Moore finishing up 13th tonight live at the Knoxville Raceway. The post-race show brought to you by BladeNode.com. Coming up next live over to Discord on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. We'll be right back. All right, back to you live here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, live from a DWR Discord now for the post-race show presented by BladeNode.com. The winner tonight in the Eichstadt Wraps UMP Modified Series is Alex Cummings. Second goes to Josh Peacock. And our third place finisher now aboard car number 18. We'll run down here and grab a word with our old friend Kyle Surratt. Kyle, terrific run for you here tonight. A third place finish, 2 green-white checker attempts. I think you had a car equally worthy up front with Alex for the race win. Just ran out of time there, bud. Tell us about your run.
Yeah, it was a pretty good run. I think I might have had him there on that one of them last restarts there, but I got my car got in the wall, and he was able to get by me and Josh at the same time. But I'll take third place finish. Good for the points for me.
Oh, absolutely right. A terrific points night indeed. Anytime you get a podium finish around all these guys, it's always a pretty good night of work done right there, Kyle. But racetrack here tonight. Early on, it looks like the top lane was really the dominant place to be. And then to the middle stages, the low side started to come back in. What did you feel in your race car out there tonight? Was it good in both groups, or was it high side dependent, better down low? What did your race car like to be?
I actually feel like it was exactly the opposite. I thought it was good low early, and then I felt like at the end there, the top was where to be at. I tried to make something happen there in the last turn to see if I could gain another position. And there was no drive off down there, at least not for me.
But you guys had a good race out here tonight. We got into overtime, 8 laps past the distance. Kyle feeling good after a good solid third place run. Live on the Full Velocity Racing Network on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. I'm going to give you the mic one more time. I know you got a lot of people out there to watch you here night after night. Anytime you're out here racing with us, so say hello to everybody.
Yeah, I think my mom's probably out there watching me, and of course, I'd like to thank TNT Auto Source, myself, for making this deal happen. Got some new teammates over at Bulletproof Motorsports. We want to thank Josh Peacock and the rest of them guys for allowing me to come on board over there, and more of a team environment than the last place I was at. Thank DWR for putting this thing on, and you guys for putting on the broadcast.
All right, folks. Well, that's the big news right there. Kyle Surratt joining aboard Bulletproof Motorsports. Those guys are strong enough, and they have just got one better because this guy is a hot shoe aboard car number 18, Kyle Surratt, getting a third place finish here tonight. We'll walk a little bit further down here, and we'll talk to the driver of, I guess we could say, car number 73. I'm questioning that one. Oh, Josh Peacock finishing up second here tonight. And first, I got to ask you, I unfortunately, when we started racing tonight here in Knoxville, I sent Todd out the old door. I didn't have my partner. Where's your 61 car? Did that get sent to the wrong track as well? Because you out there in a backup 73 car? What's the story behind that paint scheme?
Yeah, we had complications getting here to the track. And I'm blessed enough to have Steven as a teammate. Let me borrow his backup car.
Well, backup car. That thing was pretty quick. You finish up there with the top three. You guys may have a talk because that primary he's got is all savagely bent up from doing a whirly bird. But you got a good, solid second place run in that car, man. Tell us about the run you had. That thing was pretty flawless.
Yeah, I had a pretty good run. I got lucky and made it. I almost missed the qualifying break, but yeah, I had a pretty good run. Got lucky enough, was up top when, the middle top side of the track started coming in. I was able to get around Alex. Then had a big fumble on a restart, about knocked the wall down, and that let Alex creep back around me, but was able to rally back in a second. After a couple weeks I've had, I'm pretty happy with that.
Well, absolutely right. Well, you had a terrific run here tonight, getting second. Alex Cummings, a pretty good shoe to lose to, but I feel like I agree. I think you let one get away right there. You call it a fumble. I guess that's an ironic term to use this time of year, but I'll give you the floor one more time. Josh here live tonight, full velocity as usual. Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. You know how this works. Take the floor with there, buddy. Thank you.
First off, I thank Jim, Jason, and Eric at DWR for putting this series on, Eichstadt House Modifieds. Also, I thank you guys for putting the broadcast out, and you'll do a phenomenal job. But I thank all my teammates, Bulletproof Motorsports, and also a new teammate, Kyle Surratt, and Barrett Bishop. But then I thank all my friends and family that support me in racing.
All right, well, you can hear it. This Bulletproof Motorsports team, they're already dominant players over here, and they get even better adding a couple more shoes to the grill here. Car number 73, Josh Peacock, finishing up second here tonight at the Knoxville Raceway. So we have talked from third into second. There's only one more place left to go, and that is to BladeNo.com, Victory Lane, and Hallowed Grounds here at the Knoxville Raceway. We find old friend Alex Cummings down here. Alex, terrific run for you. I am sure you were one of the guys really happy to see that restarts coming up there late because it gives you a new life to go out there and win this thing. But tell us about that run to the finish. Tremendous job by you.
Oh, yeah, it was a great race. I was really worried about the second half of the race just because I know once it gets to the top side, I'm not really well at this track when it runs to the top side. But I was really thankful for those last restarts we had, and I think that's what allowed me to, once I got back up to the front, what's allowed me to win it.
Now, this is what makes this hilarious for a guy like myself who does this for a living, watch you guys observing what you're doing. I was just saying to Kyle, early on, it looks like the top side was a place to be. Looked like the bottom side came in late. He told me the complete opposite. You say the complete opposite now. Your car liked to be up top. It looked like everybody was up top of the first half where it kind of got slicking off. What was it about this racetrack that kept you guys up there? I thought the bottom side was better there late, and you guys are telling me I'm wrong.
I think it's just where it gets really slick here, especially on entry. I think is where it gets slick a lot because even when you're on the top side, you can go up there and hit the wall. But I just like running the bottom at pretty much all the tracks. So that's where I'd rather be. But sometimes you just got to go where it's the fastest. And tonight it seemed like it was up top at the second half of the race.
Well, Alex did a hell of a job out there tonight. Right place, right time, fast car, quick time out there tonight even. I'm going to give you the floor one more time here on BladeNo.com, Victory Lane. Full Velocities live with Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Alex Cummings, tonight's big winner. Take it away and thank everyone like to thank you out there watching.
I just got to give a big shout out to my team, Bulletproof Motorsports. I wouldn't be able to do what I do without them. Just like to thank Jim, Jason, and Eric for putting on DWR. And then I'd like to thank y'all at Full Velocity for broadcasting this. Y'all do a great job. And just like to give a shout out to Shane and my dad for watching tonight.
All right, absolutely. They're always out there watching this guy go around doing an awesome job. Alex Cummings tonight, big winner here at the Knoxville Raceway. UMP Modified Series race coming to conclusion. Street stocks are to follow, and I think I look and, hey, it's my partner in crime, Mr. Stanton. What? You made it back to Eldora. My bad. We sent you to the wrong track. You all right? You ready for street stocks here coming up in a little bit?
I should be all right. Everything locked and loaded. My arm's feeling better. I think we're all good.
All right. Well, I'll take the grief. We sent Todd to the wrong track tonight, and we apologize for that. But he is here. We'll be back here live with him for the Street Stock Series Sunday shootout coming up at about 8:20 p.m. Eastern. So on behalf of all the gang over here at DWR, Jim, Jason, Eric, got to thank our sponsors once again. Hanover Record Service, iRacing, iFlag, Voiles Trucking, BladeNode.com, South Texas Speedway, Montstar Productions, TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Evil One Graphics, and Full Throttle with the gent for Jack Truin, Todd Stanton, Ron Piles, Martin Karch, and the whole entire cast over here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. We'll see you back here about 1 hour from now. Street Stocks, the pinnacle of iRacing Dirt Leagues, DWR. They take the Speedway here in Knoxville. We'll see you back here in 1 hour live on your source for esports racing.